Hey everybody, how you doing? Joe from Queens, but wait a minute. I don't think I'm in Queens anymore. I'm not. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We took a couple days off and we took a jaunt little trip to Lancaster. And we're staying at a very nice place. As you can see, we even have a TV in the shave den here, in our vacation shave den here at the hotel. This is called the Amish View Inn, and it's so nice. We're here in Amish country in Lancaster. What a nice place it is. We're having a great time. Took a little trip earlier today. We went to a movie theater in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. It's called the Colonial Theater. And we saw a movie there. We saw a John Wayne movie called The Quiet Man.
I'd like to tell you about The Quiet Man. He's John Wayne in a picture you'll soon be cheering. It's the story of Sean Thornton, a right-intended man who came from America to forget his past in Innisfree. There he met a fiery red-headed lass, and the village marriage broker went to work.
That's a pretty bonnet you have on.
Bonnet? Don't you be talking to me about bonnets. After leaving mine stuck up there like a...
Easy now. Have the good manners not to hit the man until he's your husband and entitled to hit you back.
Then her bully of a brother, Red Will Danaher, refused to pay her rightful dowry.
St. Patrick's Day is this week, so they're showing The Quiet Man. And I have to tell you, an old theater, we sat up in the balcony, and it's a famous theater. There was a movie shot in the 50s there starring Steve McQueen when he was very young called The Blob. And they shot a scene from The Blob at this theater.
Dave! Doc Hallen's been killed.
Doc Hallen, what happened?
It's over at his place. You gotta come now.
Oh, wait a minute, Steve. Tell us what happened.
Well, I'm trying to tell you. Now, this thing had killed the doc.
Well, what was it?
Stop with it, kid. But it's kind of like a mass that keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Every one of you watching this screen, look out. Because soon, very soon, the most horrifying monster menace ever conceived will be oozing into this theater.
Very famous theater. So, very old theater, balcony, high ceilings, and they gave us a tour of the whole place. We went back to the projection room, they have live shows there now too. So we went back to the green rooms and saw all the stars. It was very plain. It wasn't anything fancy. And see how they walk to the stage, the path they take, and if that theater could talk, the history of that theater, let me tell you. We had a couple of buffets, of course, and tomorrow we head back. So, I think it's time for a shave. I have at least 3 days growth, maybe even 4. So, we're going to give ourselves a shave. I brought some shaving items with me on the trip, because I planned my first shave on the road. So, I'll show you some of the things I brought. Firstly, I have this comb I bought at Pastor's. It's a Kent. As you can see, it's a Kent comb. And it's handmade. And it's a folding comb. So it's very good for traveling. So I brought this along with me. And I picked out a couple of razors to bring. I didn't want to bring anything that if I lost it or left it behind or something, it would be the end of the world. So I brought 2 very inexpensive razors with me, and I'm still trying to decide which to use. I have the Wilkinson sword here, plastic, and I have the feather, which is also a plastic razor, a little bit of metal in it. The Wilkinson sword has the metal on the inside. So decisions, you know. So I think we're gonna go with the feather. So this is a twist to open barn door razor. Very inexpensive, under $20, as you can see. And I brought some blades with me. I brought a few blades. I think I'm going to use this. I think is a Persona. I think it's not marked because I think they sell it in many markets. But I think we're gonna go with this blade today. We're gonna see if we can get it out here. Yep. So we're gonna push it out of here, like so. And I think we're gonna load it into our feather. It came with feather blades, but you know, for a cheap razor, it's on the aggressive side. There's a lot of blade exposure. So we're gonna tighten that down. As you can see, it's good to go. Good to go. My brush is soaking. My travel shave oil, I got this from Maggot Razors. It's pre-shave oil, it's eucalyptus. Good for traveling. Threw it in a little bag, brought it along. Just took a shower. Very nice shower. Really nice place. So we're gonna spread on a little eucalyptus from Maggots to help us prepare for the shave. I can get it out of this little thing here. Little glass bottle. All right. There we are. Your soaked our brush. And we have our Simpson brush. It's the special, I think it's called the S1, handmade in Great Britain. Small brush, nice to carry around to go traveling with. And our shave soap, since we're on the road, we wanted something easy to bring along. So I didn't bring a shaving bowl, but I brought my Arco stick. So, I say we wet the face a little more on top of the pre-shave. Get it nice and wet. Wet our soap down a little. And we're going to get started. And you'll see, as we face lather with the shaving stick, we're really going to get a nice lather with the Arco. Ah, love the smell of the Arco. There we go. Look at that. So, that should do it. Let's see how we do. Let's start our lathering. Let's start a mess here. Look how quickly this Arco goes. That's a soap. That's a lather. All right. I think we got it. I think we're ready. So let's wet the razor, and we'll get cracking. So here we go. With our feather razor. Without a feather blade. I think it's an unmarked Persona. Not bad. Messy, but not bad. I'm not used to the sink, not my sink. And we got about 4 days of growth here in Pennsylvania. That's going to be pass 1 that we're doing, which is, so there it is. There it is. So this is our first pass with the grain. Pennsylvania style. With an inexpensive razor. Okay. Pass number 1. Look at the ribs. Finish the face a little. Get ready for pass number 2. We have plenty of soap on our Simpson. And we're going to go across the grain. Pass number 2. That was a good movie with John Wayne there. The Quiet Man takes place in Ireland because it's St. Paddy's week. A little popcorn, a little soda. And the prices in the concession stand here in Pennsylvania are a lot lower than New York. New York, they charge a lot of money. Everything's cheaper here, I think. Gasoline's about the same though. So pass number 2. I gotta tell you, even the remote for the TV here in the bathroom, it's a very nice place. Very nice. It's a little pricier than, say, a Holiday Inn or a Marriott, but really nice. They cook you a nice breakfast in the morning, no charge. Make omelets, waffles. Really nice. That's a really nice room. It's nice to get away for a couple of days. And a shave, you know? This is my first shave on the road since I'm doing these videos. Alrighty. Our last pass. We're going to go against the grain. Still have plenty of alcohol lather here. Didn't bring a mixing bowl. Now it's time for our final pass. And here we go. It's a nice audio feedback. Very inexpensive razor, under $20. And it comes with a pack of feathers. Good for traveling. I wonder what the Duke, John Wayne, used when he shaved. Curious. Very nice. I brought the diptych pencil just in case. I'm gonna take a chance. Very nice. Blades of, you know, you can see I took it right out of the pack. First time on it. That's about it. Here we go. 3 or 4 days growth, right out the door. Right out the door. That's it. Rinse that off. Let's do a little rinse where it's hot. A little hot rinse. Now a cold rinse. we got to meet, I belong to this group that's called Retro Roadmap. And there's a woman that runs it. Her name is My Betty, she calls herself. I think it's really Beth Lennon. But she calls herself My Betty. And she's a lot like us in the shaving. She's into the old retro things. So she met us in the lobby with her leopard hat on, and we had a tour, you know, and she was with us the whole time. Nice woman. I'm going to put the link right below if anyone's just interested in it. It's called Retro Roadmap. And, you know, they're into all kinds of vintage trips and vintage things. The soda shops, you know, that I like, and, you know, neon signs and old motels and things like that. So if you're interested, take a look. Really a lot of fun. And she's a nice woman. All right, we have our, for a little bit of pastors with us to Pennsylvania. A little bit of our razor rack here. We have our alum block. So, I'll let it down a bit. And we'll finish up with little things here that we brought with us. There we are. Alum. I'm gonna let it sit for a moment. I'm gonna wash it off. That's our alum. I've been dying to try this. I bought this a while back. Witch hazel for traveling. This is Dickinson's witch hazel on a towelette. I'm dying to try it. It's the first time I traveled in a while. So here we go. Witch hazel. So we'll open up our towelette with our witch hazel. And instead of using from a bottle, there we go. We're witch hazeled. All right, and also to save a little space, instead of bringing an aftershave lotion and an aftershave balm, I brought something that's kind of in the middle. I brought my George F. Trumpa Coral Skin Food. It's got a very nice scent to it, and it's also very thick. So I think it's going to take the place of both the aftershave lotion and the aftershave balm. So let's give that a go. Yep, very nice. And that's it. That's our shave in Pennsylvania, in English country, Lancaster. After a nice visit, you know, to the movie theater, well, about an hour and 15 minutes away in Phoenixville. Very nice. So that's about it from Pennsylvania. Joe from Queens drove to Pennsylvania, and tomorrow we're gonna head back. I'm gonna edit this when I get back, and by the time you see it, I'll be home already. But nice weekend away for the wife and I. So we had a great time. So that's about it. We'll see you soon. It's already getting to the middle of March. The warm weather's right around the corner. I think we got past the winter. It was a tough winter here in the Northeast. But I think that's it. And it's going to be springtime. So I'm going to try to get around, do a few more videos, do a little more stuff all over the place. So from Pennsylvania, all the best. Joe from Queens. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.